Do 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 do. Bow bow ba down. Da da da. Greetings, everyone. I am Winnie Wriggle, and welcome back to Vintage Story Legendale. We're sitting on the roof today because everybody needs a day where they just go up and sit on the roof, I think. Happy Friday, y'all. I'm wearing my acrobat outfit with my new hairpiece. I love it so much. I even got the icon to look like me. We'll probably change outfits before long. Yeah, it's just up here on the roof. I have emptied all of my pockets, miraculously. We're gonna do build and chisel and chill today. That's the plan. We're gonna do some of that here and some of it in Legendale. The first thing I'm gonna do though is make an orange backpack, and I hope I've been hanging around the world long enough that we have some orange leather. Let's trot over to our dye house along our beautiful little path. It does make it faster. I like it. I like that I don't have to shoo through the grass to get here. Are you done? One more hour. Okay, that's fine. That's all fine. We are going to work on our little rickety bridge across the pond today. So let me lazy my way back here because what I want to do, I think I want to make it out of aged wood. Aged oak? Yes. Because we have a bunch. Oh, I also have ebony. Do we have an ebony tree? Seed? Did I dream that? I have purple heart. Redwood, pine, maple. Okay, we found ebony, but I don't think I have a seed. I was just like, oh, I'll just take the wood with me. Okay, we'll make some ebony planks. Should we use purple heart? Not walnut. I have aged oak logs. Yes. That's what we want. And I could have sworn I had some aged oak boards that we picked up at the basement ruin. I was just watching that back the other day. Oh, I bet it's in storage. Amazing warehouse. Look, I put a little blue mushroom in a pot. So cute. The good news is, one of y'all was doubting whether or not I had room to put all the stuff I had in my boat in here. The answer is, we had plenty of room. It doesn't mean our storage is not approaching full. I sorted all the clothing into accessories, clothing, and clothing. Well, that was supposed to be more sorty than it turned out to be. But yeah, we have plenty of room for things. What did I say I was looking for? Aged logs. Oh, which I think are in here. Firewood? No, that's firewood. That's stuff. That's blocks. That's wattle. That's roofy things. Here we go. Aged oak. Which means, yeah, oh, we have tons of this. That's fantastic. Do I have charred planks. I have rotten ebony. I have very aged. Aged ebony. I want all this dark wood, very aged. Take that very aged stuff. We're not going to need all of this. But I want to be able to use it. I have a vision in my mind. We'll see if what I have pictured in my brain is something I can actually make happen. Very aged today. No, mute yourself, lady. So I can say, hey Lee, good morning. How goes it? We're vintage storying this morning. It's Friday. We like being in the vintage story on Friday. Okay, there we go. Chat's up. Chat's up. I can say hi. And yeah, we'll use a tiny bit of ebony. I think mostly though we're gonna use the aged wooden slabs and stuff we already have. There's gonna be a lot of chiseling involved with this. Let me grab my tools for that. I want it to be kind of like the tiny houses have been. Need the pantograph for sure. Where we're gonna... It's another chisel. Okay, good. We're going to make things very small. Like smaller in scale. You're good? I'm glad to hear it. Happy Friday, friend. I am rocking my vanilla chai tea this morning. Because it was that kind of one. I didn't have the windows open because it's lovely and cool outside. Despite it being the middle of June. Where we go? 6:30 a.m. That's perfect. March 1st, a new year. Also, I don't have anything growing in our farms here. Okay, let me grab the leather and finish this. 8 and 10. Lovely. And if I were super cool, did I leave a bucket here? I did. I would make sure I refill our dyes as we use them. So that needs to be orange. Just want to, this is like preventative chores for me. Because you know I'll just randomly be like, hey, I want to do something orange, and then there won't be any orange. So we have to start with yellow, which we use the onions for. If I put 50 onions, makes 50 liters of yellow dye in a day. And then that will turn orange. Okay, my 18 orange leather also needs some tin bronze nails and strips. And I believe I have put them all back in our smithy here. Yes. We also need a hammer. And the first backpack. So if I say that's the tailored, go eternal back. Oop. Eternal backpack. Give me that. 2 strips, four string. It was like there's something else we need. It is the flax. Four and 2 and something like that. What was it, a knife? Yes. So we have that one. And then if I say eternal orange tailored backpack. Oh, I need a tin bronze plate. Plate, a 2, a sewing kit, a knife, a hammer. Okay. Okay. Sewing kit. Where's that? You. Yes. Gimme. And the plate, I think I have already made. We have an iron. Nope, I didn't hide them. I must have used it. Super rude. Well, 1 plate. Super fast. What did I also needed? 2 linen squares, which we should have plenty of. 1, 2. hammer. That could be any knife. Hammer, knife. 2 of whatever nails and strips we want, and the plate. Okay. We have all of that. Everything except the plate. I really thought I must have made it into a lantern thinking I didn't need the plate and I was trying to get rid of it. That is entirely possible. Or it's upstairs in the backpack chest, which is also very possible. Go Bellows, go. We don't have to heat them up to like infinity, but I find it, I don't want to have to reheat it. Yeah, 900 is great. Make me a plate. There we go. Nothing like a little chiseling to start our day. I'm sorry, smithing to start our day. Ah, vintage story. Yes, backpack. What else do I have in the list? Chores. We can do that in between. I have written down honeycomb oven. I don't know why I wrote down the words honeycomb oven. Oh, it's the fire clay thing, the thing we cook pottery in. Okay, I was very confused for a minute. Winnie's not awake yet. I thought we would at least look at the requirements for that. You know what else I don't have? I do have an iron hammer. Well, we can do that after the fact. I'm gonna just put the iron hammer in my pocket. I feel like we're gonna do so much chiseling that that's gonna be important. Okay, sewing, fabric, knife, hammer. Oh, and the other backpack. Yes. 9 storage slots. It's very exciting. Oh, that hammer disappeared. That is a bug. I don't know if that's from the trash can mod. Or did it go in this backpack? Sometimes when I accidentally put an entity on top of one that already exists, it disappears. That seems bad. Well, that's not the first tool I've lost that way. I need a mostly empty chest. Here we go. I just need to be able to switch my inventory. I can't tell if that's a trash can mod or what. Yeah, the beehive kiln. Thank you. Not oven, kiln. And I was tired, bunny. I wrote honeycomb oven, but I meant beehive kiln. I was close. Kirk, my friend, how are you this morning? Beehive kiln. Write that down. Okay. Goodness. Okay, here we go. We're gonna get our last 3 extra spots. Ah, look at that glorious inventory. There's so much. So we've made the tailored. I don't know what the next tier. I think it's the sturdy. Is an ingredient for. Nope. Let's see. Eternal. Can I say sturdy? Yeah. No, they're just made. And they have 12 slots instead of 9. That's next on our list. But we need to be able to make chromium tanned hide. Chromium sulfate, which we can. I have sulfur. Crushed chromite. We need to just find chromite. I think. Yeah, that's gonna be. We might be using block overlay for that. Okay, where is all my goodies for the craftings? Okay, let's turn that one back into leather. Yeah, I gotta be careful. I can't set items down on top of each other. Okay, that is empty. We have 25 leather left from the last piggy cycling. I still have 25 rendered fat. 87. Oh, I already had sewing kits. Who knew? Okay, and then all the materials that I need to do chiselly wizzly things. Yes. And 1 serving of food. Of course. I think I'm carrying bread around, though. That's what we're going to eat for now. Yeah. Bought a bunch of bread from that trader. What are your home? Do. Let's go see if Winnie can chisel a bridge. I'm not sure about this, but we're going to try. I have a vision about what this is. Oh, and I think what I want to do is go from here over there so that we get a crookedy thing, which means our path needs to go this way. Just remember, just like Minecraft, if you change your mind in Vintage Story, you can always put it back. You can say, oh, I didn't want my path to go there. I wanted it to go here. And I think go straight. Okay. Come around this tree. Yeah, they would have just started right here, right? Yes. So sometimes it's okay to have a straight line for a path. Not all the time. Sometimes. I think in this case it is entirely reasonable. Okay. You're a little groggy, Kirk. Good morning, Gray. How goes it? We're gonna chisel a rickety bridge, I think. Try. Thought about using fence posts, but I have this idea. I'm not sure it's gonna work. What if I should chisel these before I set them in the water? Like if I did this, and then I said... I kind of want this... I want little... sticks. You know, it would be like, if this were big, it would be pylons, but in this case, it's just somebody came along and drove a couple of stakes into the ground, or into the bridge. If I picked that up and I said it was like that. And that's good, that doesn't disturb the water. So I feel like I don't want to have to mess with the water. Oh no. Oh, yeah. How do I undo you? Undo. Left click. There we go. I want a bunch of these. I want to do them like here, but then forgot the wrench. Most important chiseling tool. Chickens. I feel like we should just harass them on principle. What's up, birds? poor chickens. I'm just keeping them for aesthetics too. Like I don't really even want chicken parts or products. I mean, other than to make more chickens. What am I grabbing? My rotating tool. Yeah, Winnie chiseling when she's not awake yet. This is gonna be fun. Oh, you found the first dungeon ruin in your world. 90 liters of rot. That's insane. That is a jackpot. Yeah, I want these little rickety sticks is what I'm going for. And then on top of them, a layer of wood, but I'm gonna... How do I want them to go? I think I do want them to face that way. I want the boards to run left and right. Like, as if you got scrap wood. We kind of made a version of this. A really tiny version of this. In Meadowmead. Oh, you know what would be perfect? Path. The path stuff. What I'm really hoping is that I can chisel one and then the rest I could copy and paste a lot of this. That's... Should use the planer. Where does this one end? There we go. Oh, there it is. Okay, so if I did that and that, they would both be flat. Now, this... Am I gonna really put a block there for 1 pixel? Probably. Is it the wrong direction? No, it's fine. Sometimes you just need to put a block there for 1 pixel. Don't ask. Nope. Where's this? Yes. Because I want it crooked. I want it to have a little depth and shape. Craziness of someone put boards down. Yeah, it's gonna be wonky doodle, but cute, and maybe different layers. So this one would actually be up here. Chiseling. And where are we headed? We're headed left. Okay. Sometimes I have to start from a solid surface and then come back to it and get rid of it. Now, the real question is, can I see this from down here? Yes. We love chiseling that begins with swimming. Okay. And then I would also like one here. Oh, for reasons. Is Winnie gonna freehand the whole thing? Maybe? Maybe. Very possibly. Very, very possibly. Something like that, right? Yeah, the secret really is these being done on shore and then added. Oop, I would like you to face this way, please. Are we gonna, is it gonna be higher? I don't know. Still connected. I'm not sure it's replicable at all. That's okay. It's fine. Just putting the boards where they're gonna need to go. I have a vision. Okay, and part of that vision is getting down into the craziness. There would be... Where does that go up? Right here. There would be little gaps, right? Where the wood is rotted. Where you can see through it. Because rickety. Yeah, I have a feeling when he's gonna hand carve the whole bridge. God. It's just how I roll today, apparently. Also, how is it dark already? Oh, my lantern is missing. That's a problem. Did I set it down somewhere? Good morning, Avery. Can you put a chest on a raft or just a reed basket? Just a reed basket, sadly. I had exactly the same question. That's a mod I want. Give me the ability to put a chest on a raft. Even just a normal chest. Just a normal one's fine. Okay, I had my lantern. I hope it didn't disappear. Did I leave it? I was in Legendale for a while unloading the boat. Or I put it back in a chest. Oops. Like right there? Sometimes. See, I knew. I was putting candles away and my lantern went in there. That's a feature. Super feature. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Da-da-da-da. I don't think I can chisel in the dark, but we'll put the lantern down anyway. Yeah, yeah. So, we'll start, I think we'll go this way. Oh, and then that begs the question, am I going to make the poles 2 poles high? Yes, yes. The answer is yes. It's got to be rickety or it's no fun at all. Oh, hammer.